Abekule Mawo, Governor Rivers State Abekule Nji, Nde Nweli, Nde Berabia, Nde Nigeria, Nde Rivers State, Akanwa Mekanwa Jesus. Umikwerano Bialawe, Owe, Ikwerano Bialawe, Bialawe, Ikwerano Bialawe, Ikwerano Bialawe. Anu biala we, owe. Ikwere anu biala we. Anu biala boni ikwere. Anu biala boni ikwere. Weli kama anu beke. Weli kama anu biala we. Nde mama anu biala we. Elo manu biala we.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please can we put our hands together for Edibam Women's Dancing Group. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. May I now invite the Oboni Rumeme Cultural Group. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please can we put our hands together for Bonnie Rumeme Cultural Group. May I now invite the Rumeme Wrestling Group. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please can we put our hands together for them? Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Your Excellencies, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite for the project description the Special Advisor to the Governor on Special Projects, Judge Kelly D. Alabo.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of River State, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of River State, our dear special guest of honor, the Speaker, River State House of Assembly, Your Excellency, permit me to dwell on protocols previously established by the compare. Your Excellency, we are here today for the flag off of the Nigerian Law School, Dr. Nabu Douglas SCN campus. Here, we have 63,000 square meters of land, representing 6.3 hectares of land. And we're going to be having 14 new structures here and 2 structures that will be remodeled. The 2 structures that will be remodeled are directly behind me because they passed the structural integrity test, so we can remodel it. And those 2 structures will give us 144 capacity bed capacity hostel each. So we'll be having 288 bed spaces from these 2 buildings. Then on my left, we're going to be having 3 hostel blocks here, 450 capacity each. 450 times 3, that is 1,350 capacity. So we'll have a total capacity of 1,638 bed spaces. So this school will have the capacity to take 1,638 students at a time. And so similarly, we also have, at the middle here, we'll be having the multipurpose hall, which has the capacity to take between 1,500 and 2,000 persons, depending on the seating arrangement, maybe theater or banquet seating arrangement. right in front of me, by my left and my right, we'll be having a 750 classroom block here and a 750 classroom block here, giving us a total classroom seating capacity of 1,500. In the middle of my two classrooms, I'm going to be having a one-story building that will house the law clinic and a moot court. By my left, I'm also going to have a store and the sick bay. By my right, there's an L-shaped structure. You can see it clearly stated on my layout with the scope. There's an L-shaped structure that is going to be a two-story building. The ground floor will serve as a cafeteria and can take as much as 2,000 persons, while the first and the second floors will serve as the administrative block. Then we're going to have series of external works here. We're going to have power supply. We'll have a transformer substation of 1.5 mega voltage per ampere capacity, considering the number of persons we'll be having here. We've done our power audits. We're also going to be having an overhead tank with steel stanchion height of 15 meters and 50,000 gallon capacity plate weight tank, sitting on raft foundation of averagely 1.4 meter deep. All the buildings that will be here, because of the geotechnical characteristics of the soil, will be sitting on raft foundation, average 1.2 meter to 1.5 meter deep. That is not all about this project. We're also going to be having the staff quarters in one of the choicest residential areas of Harcourt. The staff quarters will be having 16 number 3-bedroom flats and will be located directly opposite the Hotel Presidential Port Harcourt. The staff quarters will not just have 16 flats. We've also made provision for recreation. And so there's going to be a gymnasium and a lounge for the lecturers, and then of course they will have a swimming pool and also a lawn tennis court. And we're also going to external works there too, to make sure that they are very comfortable. We'll provide generator sets, we'll provide transformer, we'll do proper landscaping, and all of these 15 structures I have mentioned here will be tastefully finished. And at the end of the day, we'll get something that will be aesthetically very pleasing. Thank you, and God bless.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give his remarks, may I respectfully invite the Director General, Nigerian Law School, Professor Isai Hayatu Chiroma, FAN.
His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, Chief Ezonwike, CON, GSSRS, POS Africa, Esquire. His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, Dr. Mrs. Epalibo Hari Vanibo, GSSRS, the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami, SN, ably represented by the Chairman of Council of Legal Education, Mr. Emeka Ngige, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the Speaker, Rivers State House of Assembly, the Chief Judge, Rivers State Judiciary, the Chairman State Committee on Judiciary, as well as his counterpart from the House of Reps, the President of our Amiable Association, President of Nigerian Bar Association, Mr. Olu Akpata, Esquire, members of Body of Senior Advocates here present, the Chairman Council of Legal Education, Chief Emeka Ngige, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, members of the Rivers State Executive Council here present, members of Council of Legal Education, Management of Nigerian Law School here present, ladies and gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted and in fact overwhelmed to welcome you all to the groundbreaking of the construction of a new campus of Nigerian Law School in Harcourt. You may recall that the Governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Ezen Weke, at the groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of the following project: a 1,500 seating capacity auditorium, multipurpose hall, and 2 900-bed space male-female hostels at the Nigerian Law School, Yenagua campus, some weeks ago, precisely on the 4th of June, 2021, offered to build and hand over to the Council of Legal Education a brand new campus of Nigerian Law School in Harcourt within the period of 6 to 8 months, if approval is granted. The reason why we are gathered here this morning is to commence construction of work of the approved Nigerian Law School Harcourt campus as requested by His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, from what we can see this morning, it is obvious that the time frame of 6 to 8 months for commencement of academic activities will commence in Harcourt campus of the Nigerian Law School. I respectfully thank His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, our great benefactor, the government and people of Rivers State, for this brilliant initiative and decision to this time offer to build a new campus of Nigerian Law School in Harcourt. May I use this opportunity to convey our sincere appreciation to Mr. President for his gracious approval through the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, establishing a campus of Nigerian Law School in Harcourt, Rivers State. Please accept Your Excellency our sincere appreciation for your kind intervention and huge support for legal education in our dear country, Nigeria. Thank you so much and God bless.
Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give a goodwill message on behalf of Nigerian Bar Association Port Harcourt branch, may I invite the Chairman, Barrister Prince Nyekwe.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, please permit me to stand on existing protocol. The Honorable, the Attorney General of Rivers State, has given a history of why we are gathered here today. All I can say, for those of us who are students of history, we will recall that we read that Europe and the United States experienced industrial revolution between the period 1740 to 1876. For us in Rivers State, from the period the 29th day of May 2015 to the present day could best be described as governance revolution in Rivers State. Every local government in the state, every ministry, department and agency of government, every person and residents of Rivers State have felt the positive impact of the governance revolution under His Excellency Nyesom Ezenwa Wike, the commander of the Order of the Niger, the Grand Service Star of Rivers State, and the Power of Africa Sports. For the legal profession, particularly in Rivers State, the period under review has been El Dorado. We are optimistic and have no doubt, going by the antecedents of His Excellency, that it will continue to so be throughout his tenure as the Governor of Rivers State. Our gathering today for the flag off of the Nigerian Law School Port Harcourt campus is another and further testimonial of the fruits of the governance revolution of His Excellency. the importance of the project and the flag off of the campus of the Nigerian Law School is in furtherance of legal education, and the importance cannot be overemphasized for the legal profession and the Nigerian Bar Association. But I will leave that to my president, Mr. Olumide Abata, who is here to speak on. It will suffice to say, Your Excellency, that we cannot thank you enough on behalf of the MBA branches in Rivers State. I wholeheartedly thank Your Excellency for yet another legacy project. God bless Your Excellency. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give a goodwill message on behalf of the body of senior advocates of Nigeria, Port Harcourt chapter, may I respectfully invite the former president of Nigerian Bar Association, Sir OCJ Okocha, JP, MFR, SAN.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Ezenwawike, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Dr. Mrs. Ipalibo Harry Banigo, Your Excellencies, and let me make it short by recognizing just the distinguished visitors from the federal government, the Chairman of the Council of Legal Education, my learned brother Silk, Chief Emeka Ngige, SAN, Ikembana Law, and the Professor and Senior Advocate, who is the Director General of the Nigerian Law School, respected chiefs and traditional rulers, my lords, I apologize. I see my Lord, the Chief Judge of Rivers State, and their lordships are here too. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for me to speak on behalf of the senior advocates of Nigeria, and permit me to extend the scope of my brief. There are senior advocates here, not just from Port Harcourt chapter, but also nationwide. Ikemba is from Lagos branch, and Professor Chiroma is from the Abuja branch. And say that we are highly gratified to witness this flagging off of this project, which barely 6 weeks ago, Your Excellency mentioned to them. We came here the next day after we had commissioned the projects at the Yenegoa campus of the Nigerian Law School, where 3 gigantic projects were also flagged off, courtesy of the Governor of Rivers State. And we saw these premises. The Council of Legal Education immediately accepted the offer, but because of protocol, they could not say much. They had to go back and seek the approval of the supervising minister, who is the Attorney General of the Federation, and indeed, the approval of His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR. The next day, as I said, we came here and inspected these premises. Today, it is now looking like virgin land, thanks to the integrity tests run on the structures, very numerous structures that were here. And at the end of the day, the contractor, the best of the best operating here in Rivers State, Julius Berger PLC, had come up with the idea that the structures that hitherto existed here would not meet the standard. And now, virgin land, and I believe that within the next 6 to 8 months, as promised by His Excellency, the brand new campus of the Nigerian Law School will be here in Port Harcourt.
Your Excellency, we thank you for the offer made. This is another in a series of contributions you have made to the legal profession in Nigeria. It bears repeating that the law school, the Council of Legal Education, is responsible for the training of all who will be legal practitioners in Nigeria. And this has been so since 1962. Of course, by that time, some who had trained in England and other countries like Scotland and Ireland were in practice. But today, all of the Supreme Court justices were produced by the Nigerian Law School. All of the senior advocates now in active practice were produced by the Nigerian Law School. And all the legal practitioners in Nigeria now in active practice were produced by the Nigerian Law School. So this is a landmark event. And you know, there's one significant factor that must be recognized. The legal personnel for the judiciary, the third arm of government in Nigeria, owes a lot of gratitude to the Council of Legal Education and the Nigerian Law School. Because without them, nobody would be training all of them to become legal practitioners first, and then judges, magistrates, and justices. So it is significant that this campus should be in Port Harcourt, and we are all very gratified by it. Port Harcourt is a center of excellence in the legal profession in Nigeria. We have all the superior courts here, except for the Supreme Court, which is headquartered in Abuja. But the Court of Appeal is here. Your Excellency has intervened there and given them a brand new court hall. Same with the Federal High Court. Same with the National Industrial Court of Nigeria. And of course, our own judiciary here in Rivers State. So, Your Excellency, the gratitude will continue to flow for this revolution. My chairman called it industrial revolution. This is governance revolution. And we can only say thank you, Your Excellency. Keep it up, keep it up. Your Excellency, I cannot end this address without reminding the Nigerian Law School and the Council that we made an appeal on that day for this campus to be named after Dr. Nabo Graham Douglas. Eminent lawyer, one of the most eminent produced by Rivers State. I did some research. Nabo Graham Douglas was called to the bar in 1955 at Gray's Inn in London. And he registered and was enrolled number 493 in the year 1955 as a legal practitioner in Nigeria. This eminent lawyer from the famous Graham Douglas family, which produced a Chief Judge of Rivers State, the third Chief Judge, which produced the first Port Harcourt-based senior advocate of Nigeria, G.A. Graham Douglas, SAN, have contributed so much to the development of legal education and indeed of the legal profession. Dr. N.B. Graham Douglas was perhaps the main lawyer in Port Harcourt in those days, long before we were born. Lawyers who are here will remember the West African Court of Appeal reports, WACA, the Nigerian law reports. Nabo used to travel from here to Sierra Leone, to the Gambia, to Ghana, to argue cases. Ultimately, he became Attorney General of the old Eastern region of Nigeria. He became the first Attorney General of Rivers State upon its creation. And he eventually became the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice. At the time when I went to law school, he was the chairman of the Council of Legal Education. And there is every reason for the Council of Legal Education to approve that name. We already have Augustine Nnamani campus in Enugu. We have Sir Adetukumbo Ademola Hall in Lagos. So for us in Rivers State, this mentor of ours, this trailblazer of ours in the legal profession, who was also number 2, the second to be made senior advocate of Nigeria in 1975, needs to be immortalized. So, Council of Legal Education, Ministry of Justice, Attorney General, I add my voice and I move very passionately for you to approve this name. And I believe that all the people of Rivers State here present will say, "Hey." Did I say "hey"? I thank you all for listening, and may God bless us all.
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I invite to give his goodwill message the President, Nigerian Bar Association, Olumide Akpata, Esquire.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, the Honorable the Attorney General of the Federation, my Lord the Chief Judge of Rivers State, Chief OCJ Okocha, SAN, past President of the Nigerian Bar Association, Mr. Okewali, SAN, past President of the Nigerian Bar Association. Permit me, Your Excellency, to lean slightly on the already established protocol. I am delighted to be here, and I consider myself honored to have been asked to deliver a goodwill message at this occasion. I am mindful that time is fast spent. I will be as brief as I can. I just want to say that this is an epoch-making event. Just in case we have not realized it, this is the first ever of such events to take place in this country, where a subnational has offered to deliver a complete campus of the Nigerian Law School to the Council of Legal Education. So just in case we have not realized that, we are making history here today, and we are indebted to the good people and the government of Rivers State for this gesture. And I want to make 2 points, ladies and gentlemen, that this is not a vainglorious project. This is very deliberate. And His Excellency, being a lawyer, understands that any country that wants to move forward, any country that wants to make progress, we claim to be the largest economy in Africa. If we really want to maintain that position, we must pay attention to the training of our lawyers, because law underpins all aspects of human relations. Law is at the base, at the heart of all human relations. And so we must pay attention to how our lawyers are trained. This is probably why all the campuses of the universities in Nigeria, federal, state, private, have very, very active law faculties. And they put pressure on the law school because obviously they want their products to attend the law school after completing their course of study. So the carrying capacity of the Nigerian law school is not always able to accommodate the requirements of these universities. And why should we prevent any Nigerian who would want to become a lawyer from being a lawyer? So again, the Rivers State government has intervened very appropriately in an area that requires attention, which is to enhance the capacity of the Nigerian Law School. We were in Yenagoa a couple of weeks ago for the first part of that intervention, which we were already delighted about, which is the donation of certain infrastructure for that particular campus. And then this gift came out of nowhere, this law school. And what we have here, as has been described by the project advisor, is just simply phenomenal. And there's no doubt in my mind that legal education in Nigeria is going to be transformed by the fact that we have this campus. And like I said, this is the first. It was a gift that was almost irresistible, and it was very quickly accepted. But it also opened the way, or opened the path for such gestures in the future, if they do come about, so that private parties or state parties can also offer to do likewise. However, as what we have as a council made clear to any potential donor is that they must adopt, or at least they must at the minimum meet the Rivers model. They must meet the Rivers model at the minimum if they are ever to be considered to be worthy of that gesture. So, Your Excellency, I'm delighted that I am part of history making this morning. On behalf of the Nigeria Bar Association, I want to thank you immensely, and through you, the good people of Rivers State. And in concluding, I would want to say that if governance can be conducted in this manner, then we can hope that our country can be leapfrogged to the destination that we want it to go. And I say this with all sense of seriousness, that if we can just, because the speed, the single-minded focus, and the deliberateness that the Rivers State government has paid to this particular project, and I am aware, not being a stranger to this part, that this is replicated in many other sectors of the state. If this can be done by our other subnationals, we can very quickly leapfrog our country to the El Dorado that we so desire, devoid of and rise above party politics, because there are certain things that are definitely beyond or above party politics. This is a national project. Nigerians will come here. They will become lawyers. The economy will be well served because of this vision. So thank you, Your Excellency. And I am sure, lending my voice to that of my most illustrious and distinguished predecessor, Chief OCJ Okocha, member of the Federal Republic, I am sure the Council of Legal Education will very favorably consider the naming of this campus after that legend of the legal profession, that son of Rivers State, Dr. Graham Douglas. And Chief Okocha forgot to mention that he was in the class of the first senior advocates who so awarded in Nigeria. He was a most worthy, most illustrious son of the soil, son of Nigeria, who is most deserving of such honor. So I lend my voice, and I hope that request will be acceded to. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, the good people of Rivers State. I wish you all well. And I pray that God will spare our lives, God will keep us in good health to be back here for the commissioning of the law school campus in 8 months prompt. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. May I now invite to give his goodwill message the Chief Judge of Rivers State, Honorable Justice Simeon Chibuzo Amadi.
Your Excellency, Chief Nyesom Ezenwawike, the Governor of Rivers State, may I stand on the existing protocol. Let me preface my goodwill message by referring to Chinese proverb which says, "A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step." Let me also refer to the Holy Bible, which says, "Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened. And ask, and it shall be given." Let me also refer a statement by a former military president of this country, General Babangida, who says, history will not forgive you for not taking a decision. Take it, let it be proved wrong. My understanding of that statement is, if you know what is good to do, do it. In the event of failure, history will forgive you. But failure to do it, history will never forgive you. What we are witnessing today started on the 4th of June, when some of us were privileged to be at Yenegwe, when you flagged off the laying of foundation for hostel and auditorium for the Yenegwe campus of the Nigerian Law School. When you asked, you threw a challenge to the Council of Legal Education and the Attorney General for approval for the River State government to build a campus of the Nigerian Law School in Port Harcourt. That challenge or request, if you had not made it, we wouldn't have been here today. You did not fear, you did not entertain any fear that your request will be turned down. You made it. And by special grace of God, the Council of Legal Education considered their request, sent it to the Honorable Attorney General. As most speakers have said, the Attorney General approved it. No sentiment attached, and today we are here. I must thank you for conceiving that idea, and also thank the Honorable Attorney General and Council of Legal Education for giving approval to what we are doing today. On 24th, the letter of approval came, and I was privileged to be present when it was presented. Today, we are happy that history is being made, particularly myself, because when the history of this law school will be told tomorrow, I think judges of River State Judiciary, we will say we were the judges, the chief judge, when the foundation of this law school was laid. There are those who make history, there are those who are beneficiaries of history. You have made history, and we are beneficiaries of that history. I thank God. Now, we are aware what necessitated that your request. Every year, young boys and girls graduate from Nigerian universities and universities abroad as law graduates. But because of no fault of theirs, they are not able to be admitted to the Nigerian Law School because of lack of space. By this singular act today, you have given hope to those who by next academic session wouldn't have had the opportunity of being admitted to the Nigerian Law School. They will now have the opportunity instead of waiting 1 or 2 years before gaining admission to the Nigerian Law School. I thank you because you are broad-minded. You are not thinking just for yourself or for the River State people alone, because the law school is a national institution. Students from all parts of Nigeria will be here to undergo their 1-year compulsory legal education. I thank you for that. I thank people of River State for the support given. I thank everyone who has made today a great day. And it is my prayer that when this law school takes off, you should not relent in your efforts in making it not only a Nigerian law school, but one with a difference. The difference has already started with the type of building structures we have shown, especially the quarters for the lecturers. We know that in various campuses, official quarters have been problems to the lecturers. We thank you. Let me also associate myself with the request you first made it at the government house OCJ Okocha, SAN, has also aligned himself with the request. The president of the Nigerian Bar Association has also said that, let me give a judicial seal to that by asking that this campus be named after one of our colossus in the legal profession, Dr. Nabo Graham Douglas. Every Rivers man or woman will be very, very grateful because the name Nabo Graham Douglas is a household name in our legal profession, cherished by many, and it will do us good while passing here to see a signboard, Nabo Graham Douglas, campus of the Nigerian Law School. On this note, I thank you and wish all of us God blessings. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give this address, may I respectfully invite the Governor of River State, His Excellency
Yeso wike boku emewe, okule mobele, oku emewe. Yeso wike boku emewe, okule mobele, oku emewe. Yeso wike boku emewe, okule mobele. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, our special guest of honor, the Honorable Attorney General Minister of Justice, ably represented by the Chairman, Council of Legal Education, Emeka Ngige, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Your Excellency, the former Governor of the state, the Honorable Speaker of the State House of Assembly, my Lord, the Chief Judge of Rivers State, my Lord, the President of the Customary Court of Appeal, the Presiding Justice of the Court of Appeal, and other justices of the Court of Appeal that are here, judges of Rivers State Judiciary, the DG of Nigerian Law School, former president of Nigerian Bar Association, the president of Nigerian Bar Association, my friend Olumide Abata, former president of Nigerian Bar Association by the grace of God, who come from Rivers State, OCJ Okocha, member of the Federal Republic, distinguished service of Rivers State, JP, we were to quarrel whether justice of peace or juju priest, but I believe it's justice of peace. Okay, Wale, Esquire, Senior Advocate, and the distinguished service of Rivers State. Former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, former ministers, distinguished senators and members of the House of Representatives, and particularly Senator Barin Pigi is here, who represents Rivers Southeast Senatorial District. The chairman of the PDP Elders Council and other bodies, Chief Ferdinand Alabraba, chairman of my party, Ambassador Desmond Akawo, members of the State Assembly that are here, the traditional rulers. I don't know whether the Amanabo of Opopo is here, but I've seen some other traditional rulers of the River State Council of Traditional Rulers. Let me specifically acknowledge the presence of Yenwele Rumeme, the primary law of women community, who is ably represented by members of his council and other women leaders that are here. Chairman of Obiakpo Local Government Council and other chairmen of the various local government councils that are here. My dear friends, the body of senior advocates of Nigeria, the chairman of Harcourt branch and other chairmen of other branches that are here. My dear good people of Obiakpo and Rivers State, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Our special guest of honor, permit me to greet my people in the language they will understand first before we move to the, because here you are is owned by people, is owned by a kingdom, and therefore they are here. Our women are gorgeously dressed. Others was about makeup, and makeup, and makeup. Rumors about makeup, rumors about makeup, and makeup. Let me clearly say that to God be the glory that today we are here to do the groundbreaking of the Nigerian Law School, Harcourt campus. Today being the 17th of July 2021. The Attorney General of the state, the DG, and also Yokocha, and all of them who spoke, rightly said it was on the 4th of June when we went to Enegua, Bayelsa State, to flag off the groundbreaking ceremony of the law school auditorium and hostels. And it was there we made the request that, as part of the fact that yes, we want to support the training and development of legal education to Bayelsa State, that school, all of us who are from the south side, were happy that we are giving a law school. But unfortunately, we found out that alone will not try to reduce the number of applicants or people who are supposed to be in law school after their graduation from the university because of no fault of theirs. Yes, for truth to be told, when we went there, so many Rivers people, most of them are here, were grumbling. Why you were seeing Rivers State money to go and build infrastructure for a campus that is not in our state? Even those of my supporters who are here, most of them were murmuring and grumbling, what a waste. But see, one thing in life people don't understand, that God has a way He blesses people. Probably if we did not go that day and formally put the request, maybe we may not have been granted it today. So whatever you do in life, know that there's God somewhere to say, look, for this you have done, I will compensate you. And that is what happened in this case. It is important today. People are saying, what a wonderful project, what a wonderful decision that we took. I'm sure every Rivers man and woman, every person who has clear heart, who is not going to play politics, will know that the decision of starting law school in Port Harcourt is very, very key. Not only will it help in reducing the number of those who will ordinarily wouldn't have gone to law school at the time they finished, but will also improve the economy of the state. It will improve the economy. The students will come here, they will go out, they will buy things, they will eat outside, they will come back to school. And that day, somehow, the economy will be growing. In fact, we are coming, so many politicians were telling me they are now trying to build one-bedroom flat, self-contained, that children of big men would like to stay. I said, fine. They will pay money, they will hire the houses and pay rent to the landlord. Again, money is being put in your pocket. So people should not look at it as if it doesn't make sense. It does. Forget about being in the legal profession. There will be employment created here. There will be people who will be cleaners. There are people who will be messengers. The chairman of legal education and the DG know they won't go and bring cleaners outside. They won't go and bring messengers outside. The level of employment that must come from the people of the state. And it is important. Creation of job is not only people think empowerment is just bashing you money. But we have provided something that will create employment by employing our people, and which is key. This place will change the entire landscape of this area. As I was coming with his chairman and the DG and other leaders, I told them, one fear I have now is that whether these children will pass law school if they come here. Because the kind of enjoyment, the kind of facilities, opportunities within this zone, you must be strong to face your studies and pass. I am telling you that because we have been to many of the law school campuses. What the facilities around this area is tempting. Tempting for those who like good things, for those who come from overseas. But I believe the DG will take care of that. But for us, we have done what we're supposed to do. It is left for the DG to know how to control the level of enjoyment. That is not within the scope of the Rivers State government. Let me thank the Honorable Attorney General, Minister of Justice. Irrespective of our differences in politics, belonging to different political parties, and that I'm one of the major critics of his government, or their government. But yet, he still said, look, what is good is good. Mr. Chairman, please convey our appreciation on behalf of the government and people of the state. Our appreciation to the Honorable Attorney General, Minister of Justice, for panocytically approving the law school to be established in Port Harcourt. Because people ask, you mean you applied June 4th, June 24th, approval has come out, you, a critic of the government, there's something must be fundamentally wrong. I said, no, there's nothing fundamentally wrong. The DG, the chairman, are people who want the development of legal education. And so it is very clear. We are not just asking because of political reasons, we're asking for our own contribution, for our own growth of the legal education. So I want to thank the Honorable Attorney General for this good relationship and say, look, government of Rivers State will one day invite you and personally go before us thank you on behalf of the government and people of the state. Let me so appreciate and thank the chairman on his own part, even though he represents the Honorable Attorney General today, and thank the DG for the role they have played. I was wondering, I hear that DG comes from Adamawa, and I see because I did my youth service in Gongola, which has today been divided into Adamawa and Taraba State. The love he has given to us, the support he has given to us, I can't believe it. So let me thank you, because the day we left, you told us, when we came here with those CJ and Go, which I will go to that later, you told us that, look, you are going to, in fact, the chairman said, start immediately. Then DG brought his civil servant experience. I said, yes, we will approve, but don't go out yet. And within a week, we got approval. I'm sure most people didn't never believed it, even if it will come. They say, okay, well, maybe they can approve it now, but leave them 1 year or 2 years when I have left office. I want to sincerely thank you for that. And I want to thank the president of the Nigerian Bar Association. He was there that day, even though he came late to the law school in Bayelsa. Then we returned home and we came here. All of you supported it. I don't know how to appreciate you, but all I will say, God Almighty will continue to bless you, will continue to make sure you excel in all their endeavors. Thank you very much. Let me also thank our brothers in the legal, in the legal profession. So Osi Jokecha, Okewale, Bello Adoke SN, Damian Dodo, all of us went that particular day for that flag off. And they contributed so much, I'm sure, talking to the chairman, talking to the DG. And when I came home, I tried to contact some other senior lawyers to say, look, this is my idea. Yes, some of your brothers sick who went with me have supported. What are your views? Instantly, they say, look, if you can achieve this, it will be good for legal education in this state. And people like Aderibe, Okala, all of them gave me that support. Say, Lucius Wosu, who is unavailably absent. All of them said, look, if this is possible, then you know that we have achieved something for the state. So I thank all of you for the role you played. And also talk to my political friends and leaders who were all jubilant, we are all happy that, look, this is the right thing to do. I thank all of you. But for you, it may not have been possible. You know, no one man can do it alone. You need the advice, you need the experiences of other people. And so I thank all our political leaders who have associated themselves to this particular project. God will bless each and every one of you for that support. Mr. Chairman, the representative of the Minister and the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Where we are today used to be the School of Nursing. And anybody who knew here would understand that this place was gone. The day we came here, there were a lot of scattered buildings. And we said, look, we cannot have these buildings except they pass the integrity test. Apart from those two buildings there that passed the integrity test, all other buildings failed. And I said, we must not patch, we must bring it down. All, so we can start from the beginning. I'm sure that is why the chairman, the DG had announced up to 8 months. Look at the topography of this place. It is not a water area. Some of you may be wondering, or maybe having in your mind, how can they say 6, 8 months they will finish? Look at the water, look at the water. You know, I can be afraid. Let me tell you, don't be afraid. I have the capacity, I have the political will to execute it. I have the capacity and political will. This one project, nobody will commission for me when I leave. This one project, I must commission it. I will not leave it for any of you or any of your brothers who want the governor to come and commission this. I will do it. I will be the one that commission it. I will be the deputy governor. So those of you who are aspiring to be governor, don't count it that I've kept one project for you to commission. You will not commission this one. I'm the one to commission it. The special advisor on special projects, I'll explain to you what kind of. In fact, when he brought it to me, if I tell you, since last night I've been having a headache. If you know the amount the state government will spend, you may have discouraged me not to. So I told him, You can't kill me now. I will survive. Whatever it is, I will do it. Wherever the money may come from, I don't know. All I know, money will come. But where we come from, I do not know. Don't also ask me. It's not your business for me to give account to you while getting money. All you know that let projects be carried out and be completed at the required time. So when you see it, you will know that we are being serious. And the staff quarters, which will be opposite hotel presentation, if you go there now, every structure has been brought down. And by Monday, the contractor will start for the staff quarters. And when you see what we mean by staff quarters, it's not the one people have in Lagos when we're in law school. It's not the one you have in Augustine Nabane. It's not the one you have in Bayelsa. This one is a total different. No lecturer that will not feel comfortable. And you know the tempting part of it, we kept the opposite presidential so that people will lobby you to come here. It's very tempting. Who will not stay opposite presidential hotel? Sometimes you sneak in there, have a bottle of drink, enjoy your life, and then you stroll back to the quarters. People don't understand that you can perform better when you are relaxed. When you are relaxed, sit down, cross your leg, have a bottle of drink. Those of you who drink diabetic drink, have it. Those of you who drink the other one, have it. Then, if there are other extra activities that will come, you'll do it very well. Extra activities I'm talking about, like swimming, learning the tennis. You see how they've narrowed their mind. And those of you who are planning that, you won't have chance here. So that is what it's supposed to be. A lecturer cannot come to class to teach when he's so angry. So angry. I was a victim of that when I was in secondary school. I had a lecturer, my English lecturer, and the wife was my vice principal. The husband was my English lecturer. I didn't know that they had a quarrel before they came to school that day. And what happened? The vice principal sent for me, and the same time, coincidentally, my English teacher also sent me a message at the same time. So I went for one of my teacher, who was my English teacher. And then the vice principal came and said, "Look, my friend, I sent you an errand, and you didn't go." I said, my English teacher, I didn't say the husband. My English teacher sent me on an errand. He said, English teacher sent you, okay, come. Go to the field. You know what we used to call Govt? Some of our children don't know what's called Govt. Say, okay, cut from here this way. Cut from here this way until I tell you to stop. So, a lecturer shouldn't come to class to teach students when it's not well composed, when it's not well relaxed. So we are providing, even if anybody makes you angry, you go out and chill, relax, play along tennis, and the next day, you will see that students will be happy. And when you are teaching the students, you are teaching under relaxed atmosphere. That is the way it's supposed to be. Now, our colleagues, my brothers here, our leaders have tried to say, look, they are in support of what the state government. I do believe that the request we made, which you can see all Rivers people are in support of building this campus after one of our in the legal profession, Dr. Nabo Douglas. I'm not scared. I'm not worried. If they can allow us here to have a campus, is it just what name? They will do it, I know. In fact, I was sitting with the chairman there and the DG, looking at their faces. Looking at their faces, they are saying, why are they worrying themselves? It's approved, it's approved. So, you know, those of us who are on this side, when we look at faces, we know where we're heading to. So I know that they will give us. So don't worry yourself. We'll give the best we can to the state. Now, like I said, I will not And like I said before, the chairman, in one of the conditions, one of the additional conditions we told you people, we said, look, so that you won't feel we are going to give you a monthly subvention and we are going to pay it 4 years upfront. I won't be here. We are going to pay it 4 years upfront for you to use to maintain the school. But I told the the chairman, let it not be the same thing. When I buy gunboats for them to protect the river's water, they take the gunboats to go to other states and abandon my own here, my territorial waters. You give police, they call them from Abuja, they call them from where? We need 50 hillocks, bring men, please. This subvention we are giving you for 4 years, and which we will pay once, is for you to maintain and run this Port Harcourt campus of Nigerian Law School. It's not for you to use it to say, oh, there's a problem in Augustine Namani. No. It's not to use it for Abuja Buhari campus. No. Let the FCT minister support you. Let Governor of Enugu support you. It's not for Kano campus. It is for Port Harcourt campus. That is the truth. And let me assure you, in fact, I nearly struck my palm last now. I've signed the CFO. We are supposed to hand over the CFO of the two properties, this place and the opposite presidential. To you today, before you leave, you must get the CFO. And the CFO is in the name of the Council of Legal Education. So, for us, we have fulfilled the promises we have made to you. And I want to also thank you for doing it in such a speed. And you wouldn't have done it if you don't believe in us. I know you believe in us. Nobody knew that we have this kind of land here. Nobody knew. So I think we are going to judiciously utilize it. I'm happy. And like CJ said, it is one of his happiness is that it was when he was Chief Judge that they laid the groundbreaking of the Port campus, not only doing the groundbreaking, but also commissioning the project, which he will be here. I hear his tenure is up to 2023 or what. So we have 8 months. So don't bother, you will be here to also commission the project and well furnished. We are not building to give you carcass, no. We will build and furnish it tastefully. And I want to appeal to the DG. Now that we want to start construction, please send a deputy director who we are going to give him accommodation to stay, to monitor and know what is going on. Because that means you have started Port campus, you may not have started running academic classes or what academic activities. But let that be a deputy director. Don't be afraid of where you will stay, who will pay. Don't pay. We have a place to give him or her, as the case may be, so that he or she can monitor what is going on here and report to you back the progress we have made. I thank all the vast people and to assure all of you, we are not going back. We'll do all we can. I thought we would have ended flagging off. Since the past 6 weeks, we have been going on the nooks and crannies of the entire local government, state, to commission and flag off. I was thinking by now we should have taken a break. But since we gave people a promise of 6-8 months, then there's a need to flag it off now so that we'll meet up the time. Once more, let me thank you for coming. Let me thank the special advisor on special projects. I've told everybody who is in my cabinet, it's not on sentiment, it's on performance. If you can't meet up with my speed, if you can't meet up with my way, then all you will do is to voluntarily put in your resignation. This young man has done very, very well. I don't know who was with me here yesterday. It was bad that I was afraid what will happen here today. But he committedly, being passionate about the job given. So when people will say, oh, he likes this person. My likeness for you is on your commitment and your ability to get results. I don't know anything about failure. What I know is about achievement. So the young man has done very well. So much people are complaining, oh, that they are giving him job a lot. You do well. More jobs will be given to you. So no sentiment about it. So special advisor on special project, let me commend you for a job well done. And that is a challenge to all of us. Nobody is a special one to me. All of you are special. But when you do, or I see commitment, I see the passion you have, then you become a special one. All of you are special, but some people are bringing up themselves to be special one. So the special advisor, I want to thank you most sincerely. Continue with that. You never can tell where you end up tomorrow. You never can. Before you clap, I didn't promise anything. You know, before you know now, you go home. Did you hear what the governor said? It's like governor's eye is on special advisor. My eye is not on anybody. So that's the way you would do things now. But once you commend somebody, you go home. Oh boy, watch it. You'll be like, say, Governor, don't the eye the boy you. Now, then most of you will now be going to his house every day. Don't waste your time. I'm only commending him for the job well done. And let him not enter his head that I said he has done well. It's like Limaoga may change. I say speak. I'm not said so. So I just have to say this. All of you are here. All of you are here. And let me thank the Mbatawan, the young man that came out here to sing salute for us. I thank you. You see, that look at his condition. But see what he has done? He said, look, that cannot be a factor for me not to move on, for me not to do something that will earn me a living. I've been to Gubolo, they called him. Then when either OGRA, he was invited, I was asked, who is this boy? They said, Warren Bata. That's okay, I've never met him. Today again, which means the boy is good. And the Rivers government will support you so that you can make your thing grow, buy good clothes, and then clear some of the. We are not singers, so our voice we don't need it. But you that have taken to it, we must make sure you get the best for yourself. So on this note, Rivers government will support this young man with his team with a sum of 20 million naira to continue to bring out the best of him. It is very, very key. And to tell all of you here, the same thing applies. Whatever you are doing, come out, have commitment, have passion, you will be the best. I thank you. On this note, let me invite our special guest of honor, the Honorable Attorney General, Minister of Justice, represented by the Chairman of the Council of Education, Chief Emeka SN, to please speak to you and move on to flag off the construction of Nigerian Law School, Port Harcourt campus, which in the next few days will get a letter of approval for Dr. Nabo Graham Koros. Thank you and God bless you.
Choki kezinelibe yawa mayaruye anye mabadu bugaya ayowe ajibowo ayowe iwona abono tuwike bola amoberuwe choki kezinelibe yawa mayaruye.
Your Excellency, Chief Nyesom Ezonwa Wike, CON, GSSR, POS, Mr. Project, Mr. Legacy Project, the Governor of Rivers State. Your Honor, the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, the Honorable Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly, the Honorable Chief Judge of Rivers State, the Honorable Attorney General of Rivers State, the Director General of Nigerian Law School, Professor Isa Hayatu Chiroma, SAN, members of Council of Legal Education here, the President of Nigerian Bar Association, the leader of the inner bar here, who is also wearing about 4 hats, as a former Attorney General of Rivers State, as a former President of Nigerian Bar Association, as a former Chairman of Council of Legal Education, as a former Chairman of Body of Benchers, Chief OCJ Okocha, MFR, members of the inner bar here present, members of the press, the traditional rulers, my lords temporal and spiritual. I'm here in dual capacity, representing the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, Esquire, SAN, who sent his apologies for his inability to be present at this epoch-making occasion. I'm also here in my capacity as the Chairman of Council of Legal Education. So I present this address in the latter capacity. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you this afternoon on behalf of the Council of Legal Education to participate at the landmark event in the history of Nigerian Law School. It is the occasion of the foundation laying ceremony for the Port Harcourt campus of the Nigerian Law School. The journey to this momentous occasion began barely a month ago on June 4, 2021, when we gathered at Yenagoa, the capital of Bayelsa State, for the flag-off of a number of projects being sponsored by the Rivers State government at the Nigerian Law School, Yenagoa campus. At that occasion, Your Excellency, through an open challenge to the Council of Legal Education, to the effect that in response to the constraints in the Nigerian Law School concerning the admission of law students, that the Rivers State government will offer to build, equip, and deliver a state-of-the-art campus of Nigerian Law School in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. And that in doing so, neither the federal government of Nigeria nor Council of Legal Education will spend a dime in the execution of that project. Remarkably, this viva voce offer was swiftly followed with a detailed written offer by the state government. On receipt of this offer, I immediately convened a meeting of Council of Legal Education and tabled the offer before the plenary of the council. And at the meeting, the offer was unanimously accepted. We went a step further to also seek the concurrence of the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation, who is the supervising minister of our council. and also the Honorable Attorney General concurred immediately. So the Rivers State Government and Council of Legal Education thereafter entered into a memorandum of understanding in which the government of Rivers State inter alia offered to construct or provide the following facilities for the Port Harcourt campus. One fully furnished male and female hostel to accommodate at least 1,500 students. An auditorium with a seating capacity for about 2,000 persons. A multi-purpose hall with the same capacity. Tutorial rooms. Law clinic and moot court. Library and reading rooms with ICT facilities. Sporting facility for staff and students. Storage facilities for staff and students' records. Staff quarters. Operational vehicles. And then, to top it all, a monthly subvention in the sum of 10 million naira with a guaranteed payment for a period of 4 years. The above listed facilities were adopted by the Council at the meeting of 29 June. It is now to be known and called the Rivers Model. It was resolved by our Council that henceforth, any state government or group of persons wishing or offering to build a campus of Nigerian Law School at its location must comply with the Rivers Model. I therefore wish to use this medium to congratulate once more His Excellency Governor Nyesom Ezonwo-Wike, the government and good people of Rivers State for the vision and proactive stance in attracting the monumental project to Port Harcourt, Rivers State. It is epoch-making and a landmark achievement which posterity will rate very highly in the history of Rivers State. When this project is completed in less than a year, as promised by His Excellency, it will go a long way to reduce the accommodation challenges which faced by Nigerian Law School in its 6 campuses across the country. It will also create job opportunities for hundreds of Nigerians, if not up to thousands, especially Riverians who form the catchment of this facility. I now move to an issue that is closely connected to the foundation laying ceremony matter. The issue that have been tabled, moved by Chief Osiji Okocha, seconded by the Honorable Chief Judge of Rivers State, and then tethered, so to say, by the good people of Rivers State. Let me state on record that on the 25th of June 2021, we received a letter from the Rivers State government, signed personally by His Excellency, requesting for the naming of this facility now under construction after a legal icon of Nigeria, a great nationalist and an erudite scholar, late Dr. Nabo Bekimbo Graham Douglas, SAM. Upon receipt of this request, the matter was presented before the Council of Legal Education, and it was unanimously approved, and the supervising ministry duly notified. So, ladies and gentlemen, henceforth, this campus shall now be known and called Nigerian Law School, Dr. Nabo Graham Douglas SAN Campus, Port Harcourt, Rivers State. I would like to commend the Rivers State government for the thoughtfulness in requesting for the naming of this facility after this legal icon. As many of us will recall, and OCJ has also highlighted it in his own address, Dr. Nabo Bekimbo Graham Douglas SAN, from the famous Graham Douglas family of Abonima in Akukutoru local government area, was a trailblazer and pathfinder of great repute, not only in Rivers State, but in the entire country. We recall with pride that Dr. Graham Douglas was the first lawyer to acquire a PhD in law in Old River State. He was the first Attorney General of Eastern Region when Lieutenant Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu held sway as the military governor of the Eastern Region. Upon the onset of the Civil War and the subsequent creation of the Old River State in 1967, Dr. Graham Douglas was appointed the pioneer Attorney General and Commissioner of Justice during the regime of Lieutenant Commander Alfred Dieter Spieth. In 1972, Dr. Graham Douglas was elevated to the position of the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and then Commissioner for Justice, not Minister, Commissioner for Justice in those days, by then Head of State, General Yakubu Gowon. Dr. Graham Douglas is seated from that position at the end of Gowon's regime. And thereafter, Dr. Graham Douglas was appointed the fourth chairman of Council of Legal Education after the tenure of Honorable Justice Danley Alexander, the Chief Justice of the Federation, as it was then called. In the same 1975, when he left office as Attorney General, Dr. Graham Douglas, as OCJ had also highlighted, was appointed, along with the legendary Frederick Rotimi Alade Williams, as the first set of senior advocates of Nigeria appointed in that year. Accordingly, the honor done by the Rivers State government in collaboration with the Council of Legal Education to the memory of late Dr. Graham Douglas is fitting and well-deserved. We have also received a request from Rivers State government for the naming of facilities to be constructed here in honor of some corporate entities that are collaborating with the government in the development of this campus. The Council of Legal Education at its last meeting welcomed the request in principle and referred same to a subcommittee that will now produce draft guidelines and modalities for the naming of facilities in any of our campuses in appreciation of projects undertaken or sponsored by such persons or organizations. So, Your Excellency, very soon you will receive the Council's response to your request. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to once again, on behalf of the Council of Legal Education and on behalf of the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation, thank Your Excellency and the government of Rivers State for all that you have been doing for the legal profession and the Nigerian Law School in particular. Just a few days ago, Your Excellency also through your support, through your weight in support of the Nigerian Law School Support Initiative, which was unveiled at the occasion of my 60th birthday last Sunday in Lagos. The initiative is aimed at to revamp the decaying infrastructure at the Nigerian Law School through the support of organizations and individuals. We thank Your Excellency for always being there for us. May God Almighty, in His infinite mercies, continue to bless you with good health, wisdom, courage, and sagacity as you faithfully serve the people of Rivers State and Nigeria. I have been informed that the CFO, that His Excellency has approved for Council of Legal Education for the two properties, this present location and the one in front of Hotel Presidential, that the two CFOs are ready now for collection. Honorable Attorney General may wish to guide us on how to, okay, Your Excellency is ready.
On behalf of the government and people of the state, like I said during my speech, that before they leave, they will present the certificate of occupancy as it relates to this property and the one opposite Presidential Hotel. On this note, let me, on behalf of the government and people of the state, present the two CFOs, the two certificates of occupancy to the Council of Legal Education through the Honorable Minister and Attorney General, represented by the Chairman of the Council. Over to the DG. Thank you very much, Professor.
So I conclude my speech by saying, long live the Council of Legal Education, long live the great people of Rivers State, long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. On that note, may I invite His Excellency and other special guests for the formal flag off or the foundation laying ceremony of Nigerian Law School, Dr. Nabo Graham Douglas, SAN Campus, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, to the glory of God.
We give you all the glory. We worship you, our God. You are worthy to be praised. We give you all, we give you all the glory. We worship you, our God. You are worthy to be praised. We give you all the glory. We give you the glory. Yes, we worship you, our God. You are worthy to be praised. I am. Elemoko naga na wansile. Elemoko neze na wansile. Iyele Elemoko naga na wansile. Big mommy. Elemoko naga na wansile. Aizo. aizo, we aizo water. Aizo, we aizo. Aizo, we aizo water. When the battle no puru so, they got a man. Oma siribo. Oma menanu we. Oma menu tia menu miya chaiwe. Asikori no tiwo. Oma menanu we. Chai. O menu tia menu miya chaiwe. Asikori no tiwo. Oma bioni we. Iwu na ọma kwu eziokwu chaiwe. Asikori no tiwo. Oma menanu we. O menu tia menu miya chaiwe. Asikori no tiwo. Ọma meniwe, ewu na ọma kwu eziokwu cheyi, sikọrị n'otu o. Ọma melanuwe, ọma chi, omenumi ya jeyiwe, asikọrị n'otu o. Ọma bịa n'iwe, ịhụ na ọma bụ eziokwu cheiwe, asịkọrị n'otu o. Ọma menanụwe, ọma menuji ya menubi ya cheiwe, asịkọrị n'otu o. Ọma bịa n'iwe, ise, ịhụ na ọma bụ eziokwu cheiwe, asịkọrị n'otu o. Ọma menanụwe, ọma chei. Omenumi ya jeyiwe, asigori n'otu o.